I'm Carol Slater and welcome to my kitchen in Wingdale, New York. Today I'm going to be making heavenly baked French toast with Philadelphia brand cream cheese. These are my ingredients. The first ingredients that I'm going to put into my blender is 12 ounces of cream cheese, softened. Second, I'm going to put in 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. I then have 1/2 cup of maple syrup, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and I have 9 eggs. I'm only going to put in half at first, and I'm going to blend for a short while. Turn the blender off now. I'm going to add the remaining eggs. And next we have 1 3/4 cup of heavy cream. We're going to blend that. So it's well blended. Our next step is, I have a 9 by 13 glass Pyrex pan. You can use any kind of pan you wish. It could be metal or glass or ceramic. I have 18 slices of bread. I like to use an oat nut bread, a grain bread, and a wheat bread. You can use any kind of breads that you like. What I've done is I've started my first layer of bread in the pan. Then I'm going to take my cream cheese mixture, and I'm going to pour 1/3 of it over my bread. And just push that around a little bit. I then have cran raisins. It's 3/4 of a cup. I'm going to take a handful of those, sprinkle them over the top. And next I have 1 cup of chopped walnuts, which I'm going to take 1/3 of the chopped walnuts, sprinkle it over the top of my first layer. Next I'm going to make another layer of my breads. It's just mix and match. There's no specific way to put the bread in. Like I said, I used to like to use grain breads. Sometimes you have to cut them to size. Now we want to take another 1/3 of your mixture, your cream cheese mixture, pour it over the top of that layer. We're going to push that around a little bit also. Make sure all the pieces of bread are covered. Again, we're going to take the rest of our craisins, layer them on top. And we're going to take another 1/3 of the cup of crushed walnuts and sprinkle those around. We're going to save the last 1/3 of the crushed walnuts for the top when it comes out of the oven. Now we're going to put our last layer of bread. Like I said, sometimes you just have to rip them apart. It's not always a planned thing. Depending on the size of your pan is how many pieces of bread you need to use. I'm now going to take the last part of my cream cheese mixture and pour that over the top. You're going to have your oven ready preheated at 350 degrees. What we're going to do is we're going to bake the baked French toast for 1/2 hour uncovered at 350. After the half hour is up, we're going to go back into the oven. We're going to sprinkle 1 tablespoon and 1/2 tablespoon, 1 tablespoon of sugar and 1/2 tablespoon of cinnamon over the top. Then we're going to cover our heavenly baked French toast, and we're going to cook it for another ½ an hour. All right, I'm going to put this into the oven now. We're going to bake that for the 1/2 hour uncovered. While our baked French toast is in the oven for the first ½ an hour, we're going to use the other 4 ounces of the 2 packages of cream cheese that we softened earlier. We're going to take that 4 ounces, put it into our blender. We're going to add ½ cup of maple syrup. And what we're doing is we're making a lovely sauce to go over our baked French toast. Just going to blend this and liquefy. Very easy, very simple. What's nice about this recipe is that you can put it into the oven, do other things, and either have it for early morning breakfast, Easter, any other day, or you can have it for a brunch. All right, and our sauce is now complete. A ½ an hour has gone by, so what we're going to do is we're going to open our oven, pull out our baked French toast. Use the 1 tablespoon and half a teaspoon of cinnamon. We're going to sprinkle it over the top. Okay. We're going to take a piece of aluminum foil, cover our pan. And we're going to place it into the oven for 1/2 an hour additional at 350. And voila, our baked French toast is ready. Let's bring it over to the table. Here we have our finished baked French toast. Cut it into some squares. Take it a lovely hunk. There we have our baked French toast. We have our cream cheese and maple syrup dressing. We're going to serve it along with some nice fresh fruit. Pour a little bit of our cream cheese and maple syrup over it, also onto our fruit. Take some of those crushed up walnuts, sprinkle them over the top. And there you have the heavenly baked French toast. That's SINNFULLY.